What is it that drives entrepreneurs? Why would anyone subject themselves to the crazy, unpredictable entrepreneurial lifestyle? Entrepreneurs are an interesting breed. They're tenacious, passionate people who really do march to the beat of a different drum. They're visionaries, they are their strongest advocate, and although they have immense self-confidence in themselves and their vision, they're humble enough to know when to pivot and say, this isn't working. Lastly, entrepreneurs believe that rules are made to be broken. The status quo is boring. They're always thinking of 10 different ways to solve a problem, and by putting all of these traits to work, develop products and services that their competition says, why didn't we think of that? It's the amazing combination of using both sides of their brains to achieve what others may never have thought possible. Here at Coffee with Claire, we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. And today, our guest demonstrates how collaboration and the bringing together two totally opposite ends of the business spectrum is the perfect combination to help newly formed companies or redesigned businesses create a strong professional footprint while staying true to their individual entrepreneurial spirits. Stay tuned and learn how bringing two very different worlds together has found the crossroads of soft skills of creativity and the hard skills of programming have created the perfect combination for success. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Claire. We are so excited to have our loyal fans back and have our new viewers and listeners join us. Today, we have two amazing men joining Coffee with Claire who have really embraced the entrepreneurial spirit. So we have Sungwoo Chung, he's the Chief Executive Officer of Adpop Design, and Jonathan Kim, CEO of TechMillenial. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Well, you are so welcome. So to give you all a little bit of a background, Adpop provides competitive quality and budget fittings designs as well as products such as printing and signage. And TechMillenial has an area of expertise that includes businesses, website starter services and training support, CRM support, SEO and SEM services, and content creation. So both of you guys have got really different types of businesses, and your individual stories are really interesting, and I'd like to start with those individual stories, and then we'll talk about how you guys kind of came together and brought everything with you to where you are now. So Sungwoo, you and your wife Jenny are originally from South Korea, so tell us a little bit about your decision to come here to the United States.
When I just come here is just study for the English, but and then when living in the 5 years in the America, so I'm gonna live in the America too. It's in the long time, so I'm gonna make my design, make and build the company, where the help for each other, for the person. So I like and live in the America is better than Korea. So I live in the United States.
And you guys have been here for how long now?
Right now, so I came here is in 2000.
In 2000?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 18 years, almost over than 18 years.
Wonderful. And Jonathan, you have an interesting background as well. You were in the military in linguistics, right?
No. I was supply.
Supply, okay.
Yeah.
But you learned a lot of different languages, right?
Yeah,
You're fluent in English and what else?
Korean and Japanese.
Wow, and then you have a little bit of Spanish and French as well?
Yes, from high school. Everybody learns that. So like,
if you remember that far back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then once you got out of the military, you really started lighting up the business world. So tell us a little bit about what your area of expertise were after you got out of the military.
After the military, I started working in the civilian sector. So like I worked on regular jobs. I started off as security. You know, everybody does that every once in a while, bouncing from club to club. And you know,
I was the biggest bouncer around.
No,
That's
I was the
true.
smallest. People call me Jackie Chan, man. I don't even know why. But you know, they were scared of me because I'm Asian, right? And, I'm not that scary. I'm a nice guy. So yeah, I mean, working from low-end jobs like that, washing dishes, you know, working as, you know, in delis and selling shoes and selling things all over the United States, and then worked for a nonprofit, and then finally worked for a marketing company. I was executive assistant to a CEO of Advice Local. I mean, shout out to Bernie. And so she's taught me a lot, and that gave me the motivation to start my company. And so now I'm here where I am. It's been 2 years. I'm doing my best. And, we just had a partnership going on with Adpop. And, in the Korean community, they've taken about 85% of their, Korean community's businesses. So their reputation is very good. And they want to start reaching out to the American business owners as well to expand the business. And, the graphics they provide and the print solutions are very affordable, and they do a great job. So I would highly, recommend working with Adpop.
Sure.
And we do a lot of web design and marketing for businesses, and we've totally generated about 3.5 million in sales for our clients. So that's what we've done.
And you guys work a lot with new businesses,
Yes.
as well as businesses that want to really amp it up,
Yeah,
right? And
that's
just
what we
get
do.
to basically 2.0, 3.0, or whatever. So tell us a little bit about how you guys found each other. And what was the spark? What was it's like, I kind of think of you guys like walking down the street. It's like the old Reese's peanut butter commercial. I've got peanut butter. I've got chocolate. It's a magical thing. So what was the inspiration for you guys to get together?
So I just I work in the visual design, but right now is so many different marketing systems like in the internet, website, or social network. So I don't have any career about that. So I'm looking for some company or some guys. I met him.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
So I think the one is just in the regular printing or visual design is our job, and his job is in the social network or the internet website and something like that. The ones that we combine and making them more bigger. The company. Company now. Yeah.
So did you guys know each other previously, or did you meet each other as doing business with different companies, or the same companies that were using both of your services, or how did that turn around?
So I went to he's got a shop. It's called Adpop Shop in Carrollton. And it's like a little mini shop to have clients come in and check out the work that's been done. So that we have an actual display for our local clientele, instead of you guys having to go to like Vistaprint and buying that stuff you can't even customize, right? So I went in there and I spoke to his wife Jenny, and I was like, hey, I want to know some prices on your trifolds.
Okay.
I need some ideas.
So
I
you were
need
looking for brochures.
inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was like, what do you do? And I was like, marketing. She's like, you're just the right person. And I was like, okay. So we scheduled a meeting.
Right?
Yeah, so we scheduled a meeting, and we met at the Adpop Dallas location for our corporate clients.
Okay.
And from there, we just hit it off. We had a meeting. We signed a contract together. Now we're working together, trying to grow and expand the business. And ever since then, I like him as a person. He's like the greatest CEO I've met, and his staff love him. So it's a great opportunity.
So you guys, it really just by chance met. You walked into Adpop and spoke to Jenny. Jenny's light bulb went off. It's like, oh, here's a connection we think we could make.
That's right.
And so you guys have been working together now for 2 years?
No.
Longer.
It's about 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months.
Oh,
right
4.
now,
That's
yeah.
all?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, you guys are newlyweds.
That's right.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, because I thought you guys had actually been together a lot longer. So 4 months, that's a short track record. Tell us a little bit about what the adjustments has been about, two CEOs. CEOs can be, a little ego-driven sometimes, and sometimes we have our own ideas because we're entrepreneurs, and we've, had our drive and our passion, and you've been following that, and then you've been following yours. And so when you guys came together, was it a smooth transition, or was there a little bit of friction?
No friction.
Yeah?
I think it's totally different than the market. The he controlled and the internet online market is I control the offline market. That's why we don't make the confusion, just making the build up the more bigger. So I think that one is so totally different market is controlled.
So do you guys market yourself as one company or two separate companies that collaborate together?
Two separate.
Yeah, two separate collaborate together.
Okay.
Is better, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So if I needed to get web design, I would come to you guys. and you guys would walk me through everything from soup to nuts and everything in between.
Yeah, building the wireframe design, wireframing it, putting the pipelines in to structure it so that the users know when they're going into the website what exactly, what are we going to be pushing them towards? What's their psychological mindset? So like, let's say like you get a front page, we put up a banner, visual display, and then followed by that would be little icons explaining your services and yada, 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 putting buttons in there and just knocking the whole thing out for owners, business owners.
And I think that's really important because a lot of websites are very confusing.
Yeah.
And you as a consumer, I don't know anything about what you guys do. It's magic as far as I'm concerned. But I want the magic to work when I click on something, and I want it to be fast, and I want to find the information intuitively. And so I've noticed with your designs that that's really kind of the way you position things, is that it's easy to use, is friendly to a muggle like me that doesn't really understand everything that is going on. But you guys then cross over to Adpop and hand your business or the business partner over that you're working with to Adpop when they're ready to do the
Printing
signage
and design.
Okay, so printing, designing, signage, all of those things. And so really it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can have everything done, and they don't have to go over to another supplier or another business owner or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think one-stop shopping is very important to in the visual marketing or is in the internet marketing, because someone want to make the internet for the other store, or is someone making the printing is the other store, is a totally different some idea or is something project, the theme. But we making it together, so everything is making the branding. That is in the legally the most and the biggest and the design companies can do that. So in the one company is in the control and the spread and the printing or something like that. So almost in the identities and some like can I?
Sure.
하나의 이미지로 통일을 시킬 수 있으니까.
네.
그러니까 다른 그 각각의 다른 형태로 가게 되면 다른 비주얼이나 어떤 이미지가 통일화가 안 되는데 이미지 통일화가 중요하니까
네네.
우리가 같이 했을 때는 그런 통일화가 더 중요하다고.
Okay. So like when it comes to branding for a company, when somebody goes and hires a web designer and then they go and purchase business cards from a different company, when they mesh together they can't, because it's two totally separate entities and they probably don't know about each other. But since we have a one-stop solution, we can make sure that branding is there. So like the colors are right, the color palette, the designs, everything that is from print to online solutions, it's all integrated. So that it's a definite one-stop solution. Every business owner, whether you're new or old, you all need business cards and you need a website these days because it's a new era. So we have that, and even storefronts, he does interior design. So he'll go in there and find the most affordable solution to revamp the interior of your company.
Yeah, I think that brand identity and brand consistency is really important. And the bigger companies, they've even got the PMS kind of requirements that if one company is just a little off from the other company, then there's inconsistency and it's going to get rejected anyways. So you guys really streamline the process because there's no drop of communication, right? You guys just, one place to the next place, it's, seamless basically. And that's what people want. They want it to be done right, they want it to be done on time, and they want it to be brilliant. And so from what I've seen from you guys at your display center, it looks like that you guys do amazing work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So tell our audience about some of the most exciting kinds of projects that you guys have got to work together on so far.
Oh, I mean, like for us together.
Yeah.
We've done couple so far. And like we've done everything from restaurants to what else have we done? A Korean American Chamber of Commerce, dentists,
awesome.
I'd like to have him say something about what he's done in the past. I mean, his experience is just vast.
So right now is we just together in the 4 months, and we reached the just the American market. So right now, our plan is like in the reach a lot of American customers developing.
Yes.
So we did in this place. He did it. So we meet together, and then we interview is right now. So, and then I work in Korea. So I worked in the NBC, and that one is a broadcast and the companies I worked with them, and then so many work in the small business in Dallas areas. It's by customer is in almost over 10,000.
Oh, wow. 10,000 customers. You got a
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you have a pretty strong base to start with.
Right.
And the majority of the clients that you've had up to this point have been in the Korean market, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And so one of the things that you guys are looking to do as your joint effort is to expand from the Korean market into the American-speaking community
Yes.
as well.
Right,
Gotcha.
right.
Okay.
We also have a gentleman who works for us. His name is Chris. And Chris is a former Marine, and he is targeting our Hispanic community so that we can also provide Hispanic individuals, with our services, as well as the American community, because, it's Texas,
Yeah, well, we
Texas.
are a melting pot.
It's Texas, y'all.
Y'all. And plural's all y'all for
Y'all.
if you guys are watching up north.
Like rush hour. Oh my God.
So you guys have really been fortunate to find each other at this moment in time, because it sounds like that you've got a lot of wonderful things on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what about you? What
Open
kind of companies did you guys work for before you guys got together?
I used to work with
TechMillenial?
Samsung and Fortune 500 marketing companies and nonprofit organizations, things like that, and Samsung too. Used to work for Samsung.
When I was in the
Korean government.
Yeah, Korean government. That one.
So, what is the most fun thing that you guys have done together so far, besides showing up here?
Every day at work is fun.
Yeah.
We love doing this,
Yeah.
right?
Why?
Yeah.
What's the fun part about it? Is it the creative part? Is it the trying to create a
So that is in
Happy clients.
we just try to make it a new market. So and then I'm exciting for just making a new market. So I used to just the Asian market, Korean or Vietnamese Chinese market in Dallas, but we're gonna try the new American market. I'm interested. So yeah.
So it's the collaboration, it's creativity,
Right.
but it's also the strategic planning that you guys are putting together that is really getting your jets going every day.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right?
we're also going to be creating a 10-year business, 5 to 10 year business plan soon, so we can franchise out around Texas.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I understand that you guys have got a special promotion for our viewers and listeners, so tell us about that.
Go ahead.
So you first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 제가 해드릴까요?
Yeah.
All right. So we've collaborated together as TechMillenial and Adpop, and we've decided to give the followers of this show and any other channel that it's streaming on, starting on March, we're going to conduct a raffle. And if you guys follow our Facebook page on TechMillenial or Adpop or Coffee with Claire or what is this place called?
Real News PR.
Real News PR. Sorry. So if you follow any of these channels, we will share it with all these pages, and we're going to give away $2,000 in value.
Wow.
From TechMillenial, we'll give you $1,000. Adpop, they'll give you another $1,000. TechMillenial will provide a free web page, 5-page website, but you have to pay for hosting because that's not free. And then we'll also give you consulting for your business and marketing strategies. And then from the Adpop side, they're giving away $1,000 in value in printing and visual marketing consulting. So if you guys need business cards or trifolds or banners or anything like that, the followers here, make sure you like and subscribe. We're always gonna provide these specials, so please stay tuned, and we'll update everybody soon. Thank you.
Well, Jonathan, thank you so much for being here. Sungwoo, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us today. Thank you for joining Coffee with Claire today. We appreciate your viewership, and as always, follow the fun. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Coffee with Claire. To learn more about today's guests, visit their website or find them on Facebook. To learn more about me, Claire Billingsley, follow me on LinkedIn or visit my website at coffeewithclaire.tv. And to hear more episodes of Coffee with Claire, subscribe, rate, and review the show on your favorite podcast and social media platforms.